Okay, I think we're recording. So, hello everyone. My name is Sarah Schatz. If you do not know me, I am a math professor at WNMU. Um, I am going to be teaching you guys Intro to Analysis this semester online. And I want to take some time to kind of introduce myself here and show you how I've structured the class and show you the Canvas page and things like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so the way that I've organized our Canvas page is just by week. So each icon you can click on to get to the corresponding week's assignments. I'm making this class as we go along, so week two's assignments aren't going to be available until either Sunday night or Monday morning. Um, but yeah, every week your assignments are there. You can also get to them from the sidebar here. So I want to go through the syllabus and then we'll actually look at some of the assignments. Okay, so here's our syllabus. I do have virtual office hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. or by appointment. So if those times don't work, just let me know. And I do have a virtual office, so you can jump in on Zoom through this link, or there's a link on our homepage. The prereqs for this class are Calc 3 and Discrete Math. And the course description, basically, we're going to be looking at stuff from Calc 1 and 2, and we're going to prove results rigorously, like that a function is continuous at a point, or that the limit of a function at a point is some number or something like that. So everything we're going to be doing, you've you've you know about the ideas, but we're going to be proving these things rigorously. Um, So we're going to prove things about sequences and functions using epsilon delta definitions, specifically when we talk about limits and continuity. We're going to be investigating continuity, differentiability, and integrability of functions. And you'll, by the end of this course, you'll be able to develop the ability to construct and understand basic mathematical proofs in analysis. So our textbook, unfortunately, the bookstore will not carry it, but it's pretty cheap. It's between $16 and $22. You can get it from Amazon, and it looks like this. It's the second edition by Jay Cummings, Real Analysis. It's a pretty good book. I think, I don't have any real timelines of like when we're gonna cover what, but I'm gonna try to cover pretty much everything, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to see if we can go chapter 1 through chapter 8. Um, yeah, maybe just half of chapter 8. We'll see. But this is the book that we're gonna be using. Oh, of course, it's not gonna show up with the background, but go ahead and order it if you haven't. Um, I did post this week's reading like PDF form while you're waiting for the book to come in. So, um, but yeah, I don't want to keep posting the PDFs because then I'm stealing and I don't want to get sued. So, yeah, just go ahead and get the book, please. Um, let's see what else. Okay, so that's the book. I think we're gonna have a midterm mid beginning October. I'll let you guys know the details when we get closer, but it will be on Canvas. Um, I'm going to give you homework every week. You're expected to do all of the homework. There are certain problems that I assign from the homework to your group. So you're going to have a group, and you guys will present either one or two problems every week on our discussion board with a video recording. So I'll show you guys where that is for week 1, and it's going to be the same for the other weeks. So the final project is going to be a group project. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it'll probably be like some kind of non-traditional analysis problem, or like maybe something that's not as like standardized as you would usually see that you and your group members have to work on. But haven't decided about that yet. Um, Grading scale is standard. Here's my grading system. So I have a spiel right here. Um, so yeah, you should read the spiel because I think it's really important to know that when you see analysis for the first time, you're probably gonna struggle with it and you might think it's difficult. And I just want to reassure you that it's totally normal to feel this way. Um, this is usually the first class that math majors get to, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, what is this? Like, please just, make it go away or whatever. Um, but I want to reassure you that this is a good thing and that you should be struggling with homework, reading the textbooks, understanding the lecture. It's just the nature of the course, of the subject really is it requires a different type of thought than you may be used to. So it's um you have to explore different regions of your brain and things like that to be able to completely understand some of these problems. And it's okay if you struggle with a problem. Um, go for a walk or something, or go to the grocery or do something with your kids. I don't know, but just come back to it later with fresh eyes and see if you can do it. Um, and my little thing here is like, okay, yeah, like we all know ChatGPT exists and it's getting smarter and smarter. Fine. You should really use the internet and especially ChatGPT as a last resort. A, because ChatGPT is sometimes wrong and it'll make up stuff. Not all the time. Sometimes it can do things well, but and B, the point of this class is to make you struggle and think. Like that's really the point, to be honest. Um, so if you remove that, you're not going to get as much out of the class. So really, struggle and try to beat a problem to the ground before you go Googling answers. It'll help you in the long run, I promise. Um, okay. It's a fully online course. We know this. I record all the lectures and I'll let you read the rest of it. I'm going to close this, go back home, and we're going to take a look at week one's little page. Welcome discussion. You should answer these questions by replying to the discussion board, and you should also give your cell number so that your group members can text you and start a group message chat thing. This is the first lecture that goes with the homework, so obviously maybe like watch that before the homework. Um, as promised, this is the reading assignment from the textbook. In case you don't have the textbook, I scanned it. Here it is. Yeah, it's just some intro stuff. So kind of interesting. Group assignments, so these are going to be the people in your group for the whole semester. Okay, so you're expected to meet with them at least once a week to work on your assigned problems, whether it be, whether you work on Zoom or in person, I don't really care. As long as you record your solution and post it to the corresponding week's discussion board. So here, if you go to week one group work, this is where I made the assignments. So group one has problem 4 from the homework, group 2 has problem 7, etc. And so you just want to reply to the board with a short video of like how y'all work the problem. Okay? Um, and here's the homework. Here's homework 1 due on Sunday. So hopefully some of this looks familiar. Like I said, if you're seeing this and you're like, oh my gosh, after watching the video, if you're like, oh no, like I don't know about this, like come talk to me if you're feeling a little bit nervous. Um, but yeah, this is the first homework. And so your group problems are coming from this. What else? Oh yeah, some of you guys mentioned in the survey that you want to learn LaTeX. Um, I think LaTeX is honestly learned best by doing. Um, so I can show you the website that I use to write in LaTeX, and that's Overleaf. So if you just go to, let's see, overleaf.com. You can create a free account. If you don't have one, it'll prompt you to make one, and it's free. Um, and honestly, like that's it. You make an account. I'm gonna post the source codes. So like for homework one, this is the source. So you could just copy and paste all of this um into your command area. So like let's see, let me find it. Here we go. Yeah, so like your editor, that's the word I was looking for, the editor. It's very late. But yeah, you're gonna copy and paste all of this here, and then you can write your solutions. And they have all of these little libraries that you can find how to do certain commands. Like you can find everything through Googling, really. That's how I learned it. And I think that's the best way you should learn it too. So like if you just Google it, like, well, I just Googled that, but for commands, um, if I just said complex numbers LaTeX command, like if I was looking command, if I could spell things right, that would be good. And they have these little forums, and also AI will help you. That's a good use of AI to ask it how to write things in LaTeX. ChatGPT or Google AI. Or you can go to this little tech blog and it shows you the code with the little dollar signs. But yeah, honestly, that's how you do it. You can copy and paste the stuff and then ask the internet what the commands are. But you don't have to turn in your home like you don't have to use LaTeX to turn in your homework. I'm totally fine if you just write it by hand. It's for me, I don't want extra, like if this is really difficult for you to do and if it takes a really long time for you to type up the homework, um, you might want to just write it by hand, because I think that would be I think the best use of your time is learning the mathematics and not like, focusing on formatting the homework, I guess. Just my opinion. But anyway, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, I'll post the source codes. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, you're gonna post your group's video by Sunday at midnight here, and I think that's how we'll roll with this. Yeah, things are subject to change, so but I'm pretty good with communicating with you guys. If you have questions, I usually reply pretty quickly. And if I need to get in touch with y'all, I'll send out a Canvas message. So, yeah, I think that's kind of all that I wanted to say for now. I'm really excited to be teaching you guys this stuff. I think this is going to be a really fun class, especially with the group work component. So that you guys can meet your peers and talk about math and really get some good conversations going. So, I look forward to working with all of you this semester, and I will talk to you soon.